Before you move on with your day, I want you to hear these words. Not because you were searching for another message, not because you need another voice telling you to be strong, but because there are moments when the heart carries things the mouth cannot explain. There are tears you wipe away before anyone enters the room. There are questions you keep hidden behind a smile. There are nights when you lie still, staring into the darkness, wondering if anyone truly understands what is happening inside you. I saw your tears. I saw the moment your strength became quiet. I saw you trying to hold everything together while something inside you felt tired. You thought no one noticed because you did not speak about it. You thought your silence made your pain invisible, but nothing about you was invisible to me. I was there when you replayed that conversation in your mind. I was there when you wondered what you could have done differently. I was there when you questioned why something you prayed for did not happen the way you expected. I heard the words you never said aloud. You do not have to explain every tear to me. I know where it began. I know the disappointment behind it. I know the memory connected to it. I know the name you were thinking about. I know the door you hoped would open. I know how difficult it was to watch something change when you had prayed for it to remain. And I also know how hard you have been trying to move forward. My child, your tears are not evidence that your faith has disappeared. Sometimes, tears are simply the language of a heart that has carried too much for too long. You have told yourself to be stronger. You have told yourself to stop thinking about it. You have tried to stay busy so your mind would not return to the same place. But when the noise disappeared, the feeling returned. Listen to me. You are allowed to bring that feeling into my presence. You do not have to come to me with perfect words. You do not need a carefully prepared prayer. You do not need to pretend that everything is fine. Come to me as you are. If your voice shakes, speak. If your eyes fill with tears, pray. If all you can say is, God, I need you, I hear you, I am not measuring the beauty of your words. I am looking at the truth of your heart. There are things you cannot control. There are people whose decisions you cannot change. There are moments you cannot return to and rewrite. I know this is difficult to accept. You have spent time asking, why did this happen? You have asked, why did they leave? You have asked, why did the door close? You have asked, why did I have to go through this? And perhaps the hardest question has been, God, where were you? I was closer than you realized. Not every painful moment was my desire for you. The world contains human choices, broken promises, loss, and uncertainty. But even in the middle of what wounded you, I did not abandon you. I remained. When you could not feel me, I remained. When your prayer became silence, I remained. When you were angry, confused, and exhausted, I remained. My presence was never dependent on your emotions. A cloudy sky does not mean the sun has disappeared, and a difficult season does not mean I have stopped loving you. You are looking at one chapter and trying to understand the entire story. I see more. I see where you have been. I see where you are. And I see the road ahead of you. There are parts of your future that have not yet entered your imagination. There are conversations you have not had. There are people you have not met. There are moments of peace you have not experienced. Do not decide that your story is over because today feels heavy. Today is a page. It is not the entire book. I know you are tired of hearing people say, everything will be okay, when they do not understand what you are facing. So I will not ask you to ignore reality. Look at it. Acknowledge it. But do not worship your fear. Your problem is real, but it is not your God. Your uncertainty is real, but it does not know your future. Your pain is real, but it does not have the authority to define your entire life. Give me what you cannot carry. You have been holding responsibilities that were never meant to become your identity. You have been trying to solve tomorrow before today has finished. You wake up and your mind immediately begins calculating. What if this happens? What if I fail? What if I lose them? What if nothing changes? What if I am still in this same place months from now? Your mind has been living in moments that have not happened. Come back to today. There is grace here. There is breath here. There is an opportunity to take one more step here. You do not need enough strength for the next 10 years tonight. You need enough faith for the next step. Take it with me. Some answers arrive slowly. I know you wish I would show you everything at once. You want the map, you want the date, you want the reason, you want confirmation that the struggle will end exactly when you want it to end. But faith often grows in the space between the question and the answer. This does not mean you must enjoy waiting. Waiting can be difficult. Waiting can expose fear. Waiting can make a small doubt feel loud. But waiting can also teach you that your life is not held together by your ability to predict everything. You are held by me. Think about how many days you once feared but survived. Think about the moments when you were certain you would never smile again. Yet somehow, slowly, light returned. Perhaps it did not return in the way you expected. Perhaps you changed. Perhaps your understanding changed. Perhaps the thing that once controlled your thoughts no longer has the same power. That is growth. Do not overlook it simply because it happened quietly. You keep looking for a dramatic miracle while ignoring the quiet work happening inside you. You are learning boundaries. You are learning patience. You are learning that not everyone deserves access to the deepest parts of your heart. You are learning to recognize what drains your peace. You are learning that saying no does not always make you cruel. You are learning to release the need to be understood by everyone. These lessons were expensive. Some of them cost tears, some cost relationships, some cost time. But wisdom is growing in places where pain once lived alone. Do not become bitter. I know bitterness can feel like protection. You think if you harden your heart, no one will hurt you again. But a closed heart does not only block pain, it can also block love. It can block friendship. It can block new beginnings. It can make you suspicious of good people because someone else treated you poorly. Do not give yesterday permission to punish tomorrow. Heal, slowly if necessary, but heal. Forgiveness does not always mean restoring the same relationship. It does not mean pretending nothing happened. It does not mean removing healthy boundaries. Forgiveness means you stop allowing the wound to demand payment from your future. Give the anger to me. Give the unanswered questions to me. Give me the conversation you keep having in your imagination. You have rehearsed what you would say if they returned. You have imagined proving yourself. You have imagined the moment when everyone finally understands that they were wrong about you. But you do not need to build your future around proving your value. Your value was never created by their opinion. You were valuable before they applauded you. You remained valuable when they misunderstood you. And you are valuable now. Do not chase people who only recognize your worth when you are useful to them. Love with wisdom. Serve with a sincere heart. But remember that even Jesus stepped away from crowds. Rest is not failure. You have been feeling guilty when you slow down. You see other people moving faster. You see their achievements. You see announcements, celebrations, new homes, new opportunities, new relationships. Then you look at your own life and wonder if you are behind. Behind whom? You are comparing your private journey to someone else's visible moment. You do not know every battle behind their photograph. You do not know every night behind their success. Stay on your path. I am not asking you to live another person's life. The purpose I have placed within you does not require you to become a copy of someone else. You can learn from others without losing yourself. You can celebrate their progress without questioning your own. Your season has its own work. Pay attention to it. Perhaps this season is teaching you discipline. Perhaps it is teaching you to pray when no one is watching. Perhaps it is teaching you to build quietly. Perhaps it is removing distractions you once called opportunities. Not every open door is meant for you, and not every closed door is rejection. Sometimes a closed door is simply a direction. You asked me to guide you. Do not become angry every time guidance changes your route. I know the route you wanted. I know the picture you created in your mind. But trust me enough to believe that I can work beyond the limits of your plans. This does not mean you should sit still and do nothing. Take responsibility for what is in your hands. Make the call. Learn the skill. Apologize when you are wrong. Create the plan. Take care of your body. Manage what I have given you wisely. Faith is not an excuse to avoid action. Pray and move. Trust and prepare. Believe and learn. There are prayers you have repeated for months. I have heard them. You do not need to shout louder to get my attention. I am not distracted. I am not too busy. I have not misplaced your name among millions of people. I know you. I know the details that seem small to everyone else. I know why that particular memory hurts. I know why certain dates feel different. I know why one song can change your mood. I know why you sometimes pull away when people get too close. I know the fears you have never admitted, and I still invite you closer. You cannot surprise me with your weakness. Stop hiding from me because you think you should be doing better by now. Growth is not always a straight line. Some days you will feel strong. Other days an old memory will return. Do not call all your progress fake because you had one difficult day. A difficult day is a difficult day. It is not a prophecy about your future. Get up again, drink water, open the curtains, pray, do the next necessary thing. Small steps matter. The world celebrates dramatic transformations, but many lives are rebuilt through ordinary decisions repeated faithfully. One morning at a time, one prayer at a time, one healthy boundary at a time, one honest conversation at a time, one decision to keep going. I saw your tears last night, but I also saw something else. I saw you wake up. Maybe you did not wake up feeling powerful. Maybe you still felt the weight, but you opened your eyes. You are here. There is still breath in your body. There is still a choice in front of you. Do not underestimate what I can do with a willing heart and another day. You do not need to know exactly how everything will work out. You need to know where to place what you cannot control. Place it in my hands. The person you are worried about. Place them in my hands. The financial pressure. Bring it to me, then seek wisdom and take responsible steps. The decision you are afraid to make. Ask for wisdom, the loneliness. Speak to me, but also allow trustworthy people into your life. The dream that feels delayed. Keep preparing. Do not confuse delay with permission to become careless. Use this season. Build your character before the opportunity arrives. Learn how to carry what you keep asking to receive. You ask for more, but more often brings responsibility. Prepare your heart. Prepare your habits. Prepare your mind. When the door opens, I want you to recognize it with wisdom, not desperation. Desperation says, I must take anything because nothing else will come. Faith says, I can examine this carefully because my future is not controlled by one opportunity. You are not required to say yes to everything. Pray. Pay attention. Peace does not always mean the absence of nervousness, but wisdom will help you see clearly. And when you make a mistake, do not run from me. Come closer. I am not waiting for a reason to destroy you. I correct because I love. I teach because I care about who you are becoming. You may have made choices you regret. Learn from them. Make amends where appropriate. Change direction. But do not spend the rest of your life kneeling before a version of yourself that no longer exists. You cannot change yesterday. You can choose what you do with today. So hear me now. Your tears were seen. Your prayer was heard. Your pain is known. But pain will not be the only language of your story. There will be laughter again. There will be peaceful mornings. There will be moments when you suddenly realize you have not thought about that wound all day. There will be new memories. There will be reasons to thank me that you cannot see yet. I'm not promising you a life without difficulty. I am reminding you that difficulty does not have to be faced without me. Walk with me. When you are confused, walk with me. When you are celebrating, walk with me. When the answer comes, do not forget me. When the answer is delayed, do not abandon me. Build a relationship with me that is deeper than your circumstances. I do not want to be the name you call only when everything collapses. Invite me into ordinary days. Talk to me while you drive. Thank me when the morning light enters your room. Remember me when food is on your table. Ask for wisdom before the decision. Let prayer become a relationship, not an emergency button. You have been asking for peace. Sometimes peace begins when you stop demanding an answer to every question tonight. You can sleep without solving your entire future. Tomorrow will have its own decisions. Tonight, release what you cannot change before morning. Breathe. You are here. I am here. And this moment is enough for now. If tears come again, do not be ashamed. Let them fall. Then remember these words. I saw them before. I see you now. And I will still be with you when morning comes. Keep your heart open. Keep your faith sincere. Keep taking the next step. Your story is still being written. And today, you are not being asked to understand every chapter. You are simply being invited to walk with me through this one. If this prayer is in your heart, say quietly, God, I give you what I cannot carry. Stay with me. Trust me one day at a time. And when you look back, you may discover that even during the nights you thought you were completely alone, I was teaching your heart how to find me in the dark. Amen.